It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Come on. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Orbit.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. Henry. Mike 51. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 3rd down, Jackson rolling to his left. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. I'm switching out, though. Go. I'm coming after you. 24 is the mic. Here we go, D. It's free. Check. Check.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he'll get that to Michelle, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make the play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Ball's going to let this go for the ends. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf. 31 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah. Well, you know,
and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. DJ Moore, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
24's the mic. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On 2nd and 2, Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one. first down carry. It's Michelle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
13 yards on the play. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Williams. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Mike 58 right there. All day, dog.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. He'll find Metcalf.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals' 18-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On the ground, this is Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. They'll give to Williams, running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Big stop, G. Let's go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
third down, Michel. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Joseph is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting a 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, that's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Barkley, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Cincinnati.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check safety.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. They'll run on 1st down. Michel. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Second down, Haskins. That's out to his running back, Michel. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. It's complete to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Yeah, 54 Mike. Watch the car. Watch the car. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Here we go.
Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A 1st down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 4. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Man out.
To throw is Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'm going back to you. Back. Time go. Check. Watch twist.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Safety cream.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. What? He's creeping.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now it's Barkley. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
The Bengals take over first and
Let's go,
10
baby. Let's go.
at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it.